6:47, 2.4 miles in. Sun just came up. I think we're doing good. I think we're gonna make it. This was like the part I was like most nervous about, I think. You know, the mist trail part. It's the like known quantity. I knew how hard it was. So like once we're, with it being so early and having covered so much ground already, like, yeah. Last night we were laying in bed. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. I knew it was just nerves, and I was like, once we get on the trail, I'll probably feel a little more confident. Plus, last night I was trying to go to bed. I had a headache, so I was just like, I hope I don't wake up feeling like this. Ooh. All right. Kind of at the base of Nevada Falls. About to encounter the switchback stone steps here. Second grueling climb of this hike. 6:54 a.m.
1,400 feet of elevation.
1,400 feet of elevation so far. Feeling pretty good at this point. Whoa!
This is my time of being exposed.
Yep. We took pictures like right here last time.
Yeah, this is exactly.
All right, we're on the steps, or the second set of steps. It's a lot more. I mean, this is like the exposed part. I remember dying. It was so hot, and we were like having to take breaks every like 50 feet last time.
Now it's freezing.
But now, so it's like really cold, and we got out of the tree cover, and the wind started blowing. But I don't want to put my jacket back on because it's sweating. So, toughing it out up the steps. Coming up that.
So pretty.
Whew. All right, up we go. All right, here we go. I see the sign up there for the top of Nevada Falls. Just before 7:30. We've done 3.5 miles with 2,000 feet of elevation gain. All before 7:30 a.m. This is as high as we went last time. Feeling a lot better. Here's the sign. Let's see. Two 2.5 miles to the valley. That's not right. I got 3.4 on my watch. All right, 4.5 miles to Half Dome. Made it to the top of Nevada Falls around 7:30. It's 7:50 right now. Took a small break. Ate a PB&J. And we're pushing on. I had to put the jacket back on because it actually got colder somehow. And there's some sort of animal crap in the trail. Still going up though after Nevada. Little Yosemite is supposed to be a flat part. I don't think we've hit that yet. All right, we found the flat part. Man, sun's coming over, just peeking over. Finally about to warm up. It's like 40 degrees. I'm in shorts. Never thought I'd be wanting for the heat on this trail. My lungs are a little burny. You drinking a cold drink right now? What's the sign say? Ooh, there's a lot of people up here. What's the sign say? Oh, this is the campground. Half Dome. Merced Lake, that would be cool. Merced River is the last water source. We were plenty good on water. We might need some on the way down, but it's so dusty. All right, 8:14, and we're starting what we're calling the climb. Or at least we're going up. We're out of the flat part. 4.7 miles. 2250 feet of elevation gain so far. Ooh, not excited to be going back uphill again. We walked down quite a bit. What you doing? What you doing? Can kind of see a little bit of Half Dome through the trees, or the subdome and then Half Dome. Well, that's a little bit. We're like midway. I don't know about midway, maybe a little better than midway on the climb. I'd say this might be like maybe the hardest part, not because it's of its difficulty, but because it's been 6 miles to get here, and it's just a lot of uphill. But, you know, warming up. It's not freezing cold anymore, which is nice. Hopefully we'll be up on Half Dome in the next maybe 2 hours? Maybe? I don't know. It's 9 o'clock right now. We've done 6 miles, 2,900 feet of elevation. Oh geez, that means there's like another 1,900 feet to go up. That's a lot. Whew. All right. What's that? It's not too much further, I don't think. So we watched a bunch of videos about people doing this hike, and people kind of gloss over this section, and they don't really show it on video. And you know why? It's because it's hard as shit. So no one wants to take out their phone or their camera and do it. And it's boring. Like, there's just trees and uphill. It's like very nondescript. But it's a trudge. It's a trudge to get up here. Everyone just kind of shows the like viewpoint kind of when you get to the next little section. They're like, oh yeah, you do this. And it's like, yeah, you skimmed over a lot. So, just being real.
It all looks the same too.
Yeah.
So it's like, no telling what I'm going to remember on the way back.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember any of this.
No.
I'm not going to know where we're at.
No.
I guess we're nearing the end of the climb. It's been 2 hours. 2-hour trudge up the backside of Half Dome. You can see some people on the cables going up this side. It's still far away, but you can see almost like down to the bottom of the valley down there and across. Crazy. All right, working on subdome. Pretty high, and it's kicking my ass. I was feeling good. Whew. Good bit of this morning. The tides have changed. Very exposed right here. Going up some steps, and there's a lot of them. I don't even want to know how many it actually is. We're gonna pace it. Okay, so this is the sketchiest thing we've done yet. Oh my God. Turns out I'm more afraid of heights than I thought. Here goes. Currently questioning my life's decisions to get me to this point. The last like couple hundred yards have been literally a scramble up the side of this rock. People talk about all the steps to get up here, but no one mentions that in any of the stuff we watched. It's crazy.
All the things people don't mention.
Yeah, like this, nobody said this. And then, so we're kind of at the top. There's the cables, and that is crazy. Holy shit. I thought it would look not as steep in person. Nope, I was wrong. We are so high up. Once we get down off of Subdome, I'm gonna feel so relieved.
Yeah.
We don't have any more steps after that. It's just going downhill pretty much. All right, so here we are at the base. We're at the base of the cables here. We got up to about, I can't do this. There's like some moss, right about there-ish, I think. About a third of the way up. And there was like a traffic jam. Arms started to get weak after hiking, 8.5 miles up 5,000 feet of elevation gain.
Yeah.
So we turned around and came back down. But I think we still did the thing. I was on Half Dome. We were on Half Dome. But now we're just hanging out. We found our fellow Cajun brothers here. So we're hanging out, chatting with them. And just enjoying the view. Everyone that's come down, they were like, yeah, it was crazy, like the traffic jam, and just people freaking out, like coming down and just like trying to do traffic both ways on a path that's like, 2, maybe 3 feet wide.
With a lot of missing boards.
Whatever. But everyone came down, they were like, this is the view, like this is what you would have seen from up there, and like we got on the cables, we got a good ways up there. I feel
like show how you're not even showing the top of it.
I'm gonna show
like
it.
Tilt up a little bit.
It's serious, like.
So
So like I think I was reading somewhere, like a staircase going up is like 40 degrees or 35 degrees. That's about 45 degrees. It has a little bit of a curve to it, but it's like sheer rock almost. And the rock's like honestly not that grippy. It's not as grippy as even like just what we're standing on now. I'm guessing just with the water washes off of it and kind of slicks it up. So did it, but our pride's a little hurt. It's really hard. All right, so we're back at home. We drove back from Yosemite this morning, back into the Bay Area. Yesterday was a ton of fun. It was super exhausting and honestly a lot harder than I had anticipated, especially on the way back down. I was beat, I was dead. But I just wanted to talk about a couple little things that maybe I didn't quite mention on camera. And we've watched a lot of videos in preparation for the hike, and there was two big things that I feel like people had left out of their videos. And that was one, going up the part that people call the climb, which is in between Little Yosemite Valley and Subdome. People kind of gloss over that and they just talk about it like, hey, you're gonna do this. It's a thing. It's probably one of the more grueling parts because you're hiking, 4 or 5 miles to even, I think actually closer to 6 miles just to get to that point. And it's just straight incline uphill for, like I said, 2.5, maybe 3 miles. And it's exhausting and it's very like nondescript, not a whole lot of memorable things happening. So it's just like a blur and it's just a grind to get up there. Then once you get past the permit station, you get onto the Subdome. A lot of people talk about the steps and they show video of the steps and everything, and there's a lot of them. Once you finish the steps, it basically just turns into like a granite slab, and you have to kind of scramble your way up on your like hands and feet and knees to get up on top of Subdome right before you get to the cables, and that's pretty daunting if you're scared of heights. So those are just kind of the two big things I wanted to follow up on. But overall, it was a great experience. We spent 14 hours on the trail from about 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. when we got back to the car, so it was for sure a full day. I'm sure you could do it a lot quicker. We took our time, but overall it was a great experience.